Noise from the back.
There's no lock. There's no lock. Open the door. Okay. And I'm not claustrophobic, are you? No, not really, no. Just gotta come down.
Welcome, fellow friends of the macabre. This is the maiden voyage of the 3+1 into that veiled world that lurks between the living and the dead. Tonight we visit the Armoury in Peterborough, a place of history and hauntings. There are stories here of a grey lady, a soldier, and a caretaker who took his life in this very building. We are Lindsey Cole, Lauren Gilchrist, and yours truly, Kathryne Miller. And of course, our resident skeptic, Lance Anderson. We begin our adventure with Glenn Taylor, former manager of the Officers' Mess. In the late 1980s, early 1990s, Glenn was responsible for running the mess and at the end of the night, tallying up the day's receipts. He'd be alone in the building. At least, he thought he was alone, except for the distinct sound of heavy boots that would walk up and down outside his office door.
There's a lot of history in this building, so...
A lot of unfinished business.
And a lot of unfinished business. But I guess there are other people have seen images and seen other things, but I never saw anything. I just heard them. So
Wow.
they didn't show me their face. This door here, it was the officer's cloakroom, but we used to keep some of our supplies in here. Oversupplied, we didn't have room for in the officer's mess, so we put them in here. And when I did my sales report one night, I made sure that that door was locked, because it wasn't when I came up here.
Yeah, you heard it. Didn't you say you heard it?
Yeah, I came up here and I locked the door first. Made sure that all these doors were locked. And then I proceeded in the other room. And that's when those footsteps came across the balcony to the end of this hall and opened that door. So when I came out, that door was open, but I'd already locked it. Did you?
And then a little while later, when we were outside, you were telling us that somebody committed suicide here, right?
That's right.
Where did he shoot himself?
Just below, well, not below there. It was.
No, but where in his body? Where did he take the bullet?
Oh, he took it through his mouth.
In his head?
Yeah.
Always heard the footsteps come from this area where we are.
From this area, walking that way.
Okay, so tell me what this area used to be.
Well, here, that used to go into the men's washroom. And that door went into the back end of the dining room, which there used to be a pool table there.
But who used to live in this area?
The caretakers always lived there.
And I understand there's a story.
Well, one of the caretakers committed suicide in this building. I don't know exactly what year. It had to be either early 70s or late 60s.
And this is the area where you always heard the footsteps coming from.
Yeah, that's right.
Then it was time for Glenn to take us down into the basement of the building, the place he tells us where the caretaker took his own life. And it wasn't long before we had our first real fright. Wow, creepy. That's creepy.
Now, I can't remember just where he committed suicide. I don't know whether it was in the gun range, which is on the other end, or whether it was down here. Wasn't sure.
Really?
Yeah. It's down in the basement anyway.
He killed himself in the basement.
No, it was either in here, and I'm not sure, maybe Henry knows. It's either in here or it's at the other end.
But either way,
In the gun,
what's in this room here?
I don't know.
There's no lock on it.
Yeah. Or it was in where they used to gun practice, and it's at the other end. It could be at the other end.
Wow. Crazy.
What's that sound over there?
Behind a door at the end of the room we were in, there was a real cacophony of noise. We thought there were people working in there, so Lindsey went to take a closer look.
Open the door. Open the door.
Now, I was standing to the side of Lindsey with a clear view of that door when it opened. I was convinced someone was on the other side and had opened it for her. she had not pushed on the door. Something was difficult to convince our skeptic cameraman, Lance Anderson, of.
Guess that means come in.
Oh, God.
I'm really jumpy.
She said it's got a lock on it.
That door looked like it opened. That was a what?
I don't
feel that much air right now.
Well, look at the bed.
Yeah, the vent's opening and closing.
Yeah, but okay.
That's because the door's open.
Make sure it doesn't lock.
No, we won't. It's a padlock.
But there was definitely...
Just let go of the door there, Glenn, and see if the
No,
wind pulls
no,
it.
it's okay.
Because it sounds like there's a person.
So we're down in the basement, and this is where we're told, this is where Glenn told us the caretaker killed himself, in part of the basement. And Lindsay and Lauren have felt, and Lance now, have felt cold spots. I haven't noticed any particular cold spots. I did notice a weird feeling in my right side.
I don't feel anything.
That's called sciatic nerve.
I don't feel anything
Out
here.
here.
But as we walk into this area here, so
I don't know if
initially,
you can hear that, but there's banging coming from in here. And it's a little
and I literally,
okay.
I was just like this.
The door was not
Yeah.
that closed like that, though, was it?
No, this is closed.
It was closed all the way.
Was it? I thought it was a little.
It was, no, it was closed.
Who else would it, I mean, been down here?
I didn't see them push the door. I thought someone had pulled it open.
She grabbed the handle and all of a sudden, like the hand, it kind of went, like, it got like open.
I thought someone was on the other side of the door.
That's what I thought.
See
too.
that?
Should we put something?
Let's
talk to Lance.
add anything at all.
No.
Lance is our resident skeptic, aren't you, Lance?
I think I am, because I don't really believe in... I believe in spirits, but not malicious.
Well, we didn't say malicious.
No, I don't believe in... No, I don't know. I've never seen one. I've never had an experience with one, so I'm a skeptic, I guess, in the truest sense.
All right.
And I'm not one to frighten easy, so I'm not really spooked out down here at all.
But as we walk into
I just know when we were outside that door, like you can hear the vent, but it sounded like there was somebody in here doing something.
I'll admit, it did sound that there was more...
Yeah.
I did hear more sounds
Yeah.
than what I'm hearing now.
It's true. That's why I wanted to come in here, because I thought maybe, oh, they won't mind if we come in here because there's already people in here.
That's what I thought. Go into the light.
Hey. Thanks, Kathy. It's been great working with you.
See you later.
Kill myself. I'm so scared right now.
If you were gone.
Should have hid behind the toilet.
But we're going to come back, and the next time we come back, we're going to bring an expert on this building. We're going to bring, we might bring Glenn back. It's going to be dark, and we're going to see if we can get a little closer to our ghostly friend.